Hey, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Just a Moment with Mila. I am your host, Jamila. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Today is Monday, November 14th, and I am back with a new episode. So if you guys are ready to roll, let's roll. Okay, guys. So I told you guys before that I have been in a season of being dealt with, right? God is really showing me who I am, who I've been, what I have been doing wrong with regard to certain connections that I've made throughout my life and the way that I've handled people and relationships with people and so forth and so on, right? He's really holding up that mirror to me lately. And a lesson that I really came to grips with um recently, like a couple days ago, is the notion that I can't fix everything, right? I am the type of person who I can't really deal too well with seeing the people that I care deeply about struggle um in any kind of way, whether it's emotionally or financially or whatever it is. I don't like to see people hurt. I don't like to see people down, you know, and knowing that people are struggling. I can't deal very well with that. And, me being who I am and having the type of heart that I have, if I have it and you need it, I will give it to you if you are willing to take it. And the thing that God has been dealing with me on lately in that regard is that everyone is not my assignment, right? Everything is not my assignment. Everything is not my responsibility. Um and everything is not up to me to fix or mend or heal or, put back together, however you want to put it. It's not my job to do that for everybody. Really, for anybody, it's not my job. But again, me being the kind of person that I am and having the kind of heart that I have, I always want to make sure that I'm there in any kind of capacity that I'm able for the people that I care about and for the people that I love. But so a situation that I was in recently, not that I was in, but that someone that I care about was in, um, was down in the dumps about a certain thing, and I was trying to be of help. And that person said to me, it's not your responsibility. That's the first thing they said to me. The second thing they said to me, and this is the part that really, really stuck with me and will probably stick with me for a very long time. Um, that person said, "This is my lesson to learn. Let me learn it." And when I tell you that sentence, that statement, that was my mirror right there. That statement showed me that I have spent way too long trying to fix everything, trying to be the nurturer, trying to be, the one that carries everybody's issues and burdens and whatnot on my back and neglecting my own, by the way. And so when they said that to me, that that actually gave me a lot of peace. Gave me a lot of peace, and it made me feel free. Gave me a lot of freedom Freedom in knowing that, again, it's not my job to, always try to fix what's wrong. Um, and also to keep in mind that just because someone is going through a difficult time, that doesn't mean that they're broken. So they don't need fixing in the first place. They just, they need to figure it out on their own. And my job, I guess you can say, or my responsibility, however you want to put it, is to just be, a support system in the way that, is just there to listen, to be an ear, to, if they need some advice and I can help, I can do that. Um, if they need somebody to vent to, I'm willing to listen and, be a support system in that way. But I can't do anything. I can't do the thing for the person. I can't fix the thing for the person. I can't make it all better for the person, no matter how badly I wish I could make things better for people. I wish I could, wave a magic wand and just make people feel better about whatever it is they're dealing with, whatever it is they're going through. I wish I had that kind of power, but I don't. Um, the only thing I can do is to let people know I'm here if you need me. You know what I mean? If you need me to, listen to you vent, if you need to scream, if you need to cry, curse, whatever it is, call me, I'll listen. That's the most I can do. That's the best I can do in most situations, um, that I try to not involve myself in, but try to make sure I'm there for people in. And so, I'm saying all of this to say that if you are the kind of person who has the kind of heart that I have, and you always want to be there for people, you always want to fix things and make things right, and not and to do whatever you can to make sure that person doesn't suffer by themselves or whatever it is. If you are that kind of person and you have that kind of heart, I hope that this kind of gives you some peace. It kind of sets you free a little bit, to know that you don't have to do that for anybody really but yourself. Um, it's really okay to, focus on the things that you're going through and dealing with, and make sure that you have that under control as much as possible before you really try to get in other people's business and, try to fix what's going on in their life. So, I hope that that makes sense. I hope you guys could follow me there. Hopefully that helps somebody who is like me. um, and yeah, I really had that on my heart and I wanted to share. So thank you for indulging. And again, I hope that helps. All right. All right. All right, guys. So that's it. A short one for today, or at least I would like to think it was short. Again, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thank you for indulging me. And again, I hope that was helpful to someone. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you guys back here next Monday. All right. Take care.